offer the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reverend Dunkley. Actually, we have the microphones there. Would you like us to sit or stand or?
Stay standing. Why not?
Okay, we will.
Keep you warmer.
There you go.
No? Yes?
That's fine.
Before I begin with the prayer, I just want to thank the town board, thank the Public Safety Traffic Committee. I guess there's now a safer way of egressing from our with a one-way turn only and the two-way road. So that's really nice, and thank you for that.
We did that all for you. We knew you were coming.
Well, I heard other people wanted it, but we benefit from it, so it's nice.
Don't
Thank
worry,
you.
When they come, we'll tell them we did it for them.
Okay. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day and for this autumn season that we are now entering into, the beauty of the colors that will be changing, particularly out here in Riverhead and in the farmland that we live in. We ask for your blessings upon all of us gathered here this day and for all in the council, for all those who make deliberations, that it may continue to improve the life and the community that we live in. We ask this because of our trust in you and because we know of your love for us. Amen.
Reverend Larry, and I'm going to say this, is it Dunkerley?
Dunkley.
Dunkley.
And he can hit a golf ball too.
From St. John the Evangelist Church in Riverhead, thank you very much for doing our invocation. Verna Campbell. I guess we have a guest.
I'll step over here, so I won't be too. All right. Now, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear supervisor. Happy birthday to you. Now, wait a minute. Excuse me. Now, supervisor, I just wanted to add a little something, if I may.
You may.
Okay. This is a little song that we sing at the end of our church service. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. At the end of broken dreams, He's the open door. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. When will we realize people need the Lord?
Thank you very much, Verna. You sing heavenly. Can I have a hug? I would like a hug. Can I have a hug?
I'm ready for a hug.
Thank you very much. You are so sweet.
And there is a special song I'm going to work on for you. It's called The Prayer for St. Francis of Assisi.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, thank you. Jody, I guess you want to do something?
Actually, I just wanted to thank you. I'm not going to give him anything. I'm just going to make a statement. Yes.
Okay, yes, the Pixie. Can we bring Pixie, Dustin? I'm not pet that dog. Bark at me. Here, throw these in. Oh, that's okay. Jim's going to talk to Pixie.
Come on in, Pixie.
Here. By the way, Tara,
All right, as tradition, during the daytime town board meetings, the first Tuesday of every month, we bring one of our dogs from our shelter in to showcase, to hopefully not only get interest in maybe going to visit the shelter, but maybe adopt her. So this is Pixie. It's an American Staffordshire Terrier mix. It's a female spayed, about 2.5 years old. Description. Pixie is a 2.5-year-old sweet female spayed American Staffordshire Terrier mix. She was found running at large and brought to the shelter. Pixie is a very affectionate dog who loves to play fetch but also enjoys relaxing at your feet. She appears to be housebroken and knows basic commands that would do the best in a fenced-in yard. Pixie will do best if she is the only animal in the household. However, she would need a home with no young children. Please help find Pixie new forever home. So that's Pixie. She's a great dog, actually. She's mama. So anybody out there that might want a companion, whether one of our senior citizens that might need a little company, it's a perfect dog.
Jessica, how long's Pixie been in the,
About a year.
So she's been with us about a year.
all right, it's time to get a home for Pixie. All right, Jessica, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, thank you. Tara, when he comes and fixes the microphones, that one doesn't work anymore either. And the second one got stolen, I think. Oh, the
Yes, I
portable.
think it's got stolen.
Yeah, because the thing was on there too. I don't know who would do that. Okay. Did you work that out already, or are they working that out now? Okay, can we get, approval of the minutes?
Okay, I'll make a motion that we offer, accept the minutes for September 18th. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Aye.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
You.
Walter.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
Okay, correspondence.
Okay, under correspondence, a letter from Peter Danowski regarding vertical line apparel lot 8 on the EPCAL property. Under reports, the building department monthly report for September was $75,212. Town clerk monthly report for September, $15,629.76. Sewer district submitted their discharge monitoring report for August. And under fire district business, our 4 fire districts, Jamesport, Manaville, Riverhead, and Wading River, all submitted their 2013 proposed budgets and announced their public hearings for October 16th. And I'm submitting the 2013 tentative town budget to the town board. It is
Okay.
officially. And that's it. Not
Your
working?
mic on?
Yeah.
Did anybody figure out how to get him in here?
He came and tweaked it all. He was mad at the way it was.
Well, we're trying to hire somebody to fix the microphones, and he gave us a proposal, and now we're hopefully have him come in. And that's not, can you guys hear me in this microphone? It is what it is. We're gonna have to have him. But I can,
How about one? No?
the microphones are like 12 years old, so. All right, town board reports.
Yes, I would like for Superintendent of Highways Geo Woodson to please come up to the podium. Geo? And seeing as you are the star of the day and the star of the Alternative Transportation Committee, if I could get the camera focused in on Geo. Because as a council person for the
You have the seat
town,
in my heart, Gio.
and the liaison to the Alternative Transportation Committee, Geo, I can't express to you how much I appreciate your hard work and your efforts and your crew and your highway department in getting out there and making an asset of a town, one that people can actually use. People had been complaining that they couldn't use the bike path because the grass was too high and there were ticks and there were chiggers on the sides of the path and there were trees overgrown in the path, and you took a town asset and at the request of the Alternative Transportation Committee with your crews went out there and mowed that, and there are families that are using that path, and there are people that are calling me, and there are people that are sending me emails that they appreciate so much that they can use that path. So you're a star in my eyes, and I just personally wanted to thank you for working with me and the Alternative Transportation Committee and making this town board look good by helping us out with that bike path. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and appreciate you and all the work you do for the town.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Gio.
Thank you.
We'll bring you a Bavarian donut tomorrow.
Okay,
I have a couple.
yes, go ahead.
I just want to let the residents know if this happens to be on the TV before the weekend, there's lots planned for this weekend in Riverhead. October 6th on Saturday at 10 o'clock, the Nature Preserve that the Open Space Committee has been working on to beautify will be opening. That's up on Sound Avenue, the 4-H camp. It's about 17 18 acres, but it's very nice with some walkways, place to go for solitude and bird watching and animals. It's nice. It's some open space that the Open Space Committee improved for the public to enjoy. Also on the 6th at noon time, up at the EPCAL Isaac Dog Park, there's going to be a Strut Your Pup. It sounds dirty, but Strut Your Pup in the park. It's a fundraiser to help build a second dog park at Stosky Park. That's from noon to 3. And of course, Sunday is the 38th annual Riverhead Country Fair, which needs probably no introduction. That starts at 10 o'clock on the riverfront, Sunday from 10 to 5. Gotta be there for that. That's it. All these things are on the website.
If not, they're on probably Riverhead Local's website. Probably the news reviews too. I don't know, Patch, you guys got that stuff? And Patch.
You all got it.
They all got it. All right, and any other town board reports? No? Public hearings. We've got 2 public hearings today. The first one was scheduled for 2:05. It is 2:05 now. We will open the public hearing, or it is after 2:05. And this is a public hearing for the consideration of a local law amending Chapter 101 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Riverhead Town Code, Article 3, Traffic Regulations, Section 101.3, Stop Yield Intersections, Railroad Crossings, Parking Fields, and I believe this is a new stop sign at the intersection of Hinda Boulevard and Industrial Boulevard, heretofore known as Larry Williams stop sign.
Well, it's actually going to be, it's going to be a 3-way stop. Right now, industrial is a straight run. Hend already has a stop sign, but because of the outfall, because of that new cul-de-sac on Pulaski Street, it certainly is a cut through to get the eastern parts of the town without having to go on 58. So it's more of a stopgap to try to slow traffic down along industrial boulevard.
All right.
Makes sense.
Does anybody wish to be heard on this? Not seeing anybody. I will close the public comment portion and leave it open for written comment until October 12th at 4:30 p.m. in the town clerk's office. The next public hearing is scheduled to take place at 2:10. It is now 2:15, so we'll open this public hearing. This is the consideration of a local law amending Chapter 110 entitled Stormwater Management, Erosion, and Sediment Control of the Riverhead Town Code. Fees for services. Dan, I guess you're here to talk about that?
Yes.
You want to just brief us on what this is?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. Good afternoon, Town Board members. As per Town Board directive and the Town Board's interest in retaining outside consultants to review our stormwater pollution prevention plan reports, I have submitted as a proposal an amended fee schedule, the highlights of which are the following. There'll be a maximum payment of $175 per hour for use of those respective outside consultants, $110 as a maximum amount per hour regarding inspection by the town's retained consultants, and an additional proviso that the respective developers will have to deposit an initial amount of $3,500 to defray the cost of those outside consultants and their services to review those respective review reports.
Okay, thank you.
I just have a couple questions, Dan.
Sure.
One is, I realize there's some verbiage that's been stricken. It looks like 2 has been stricken pretty much in its entirety, but you make reference in the second page C that the fees referenced in subsection A2, and I'm not sure there's a subsection A2.
That is 2 that's been crossed out.
Yeah,
So they're going back to that same
I'm
initial.
not sure. that
I'm
there
sorry,
was.
just if you could direct my attention to where you're looking right now.
Well, the second page, under C, says the fees referenced in subsection A2 shall become non-refundable upon SWIP review and/or SWIP site inspections.
Well,
Just before number 3?
Yes, yes. Thank you for pointing that.
Where is A2?
It would actually be A1, that's a typo on that second number. So it would be the initial deposit fees, which would be the $3,500, which would be used to offset the initial outside
So
consultants.
that's just, it just needs to be.
That's correct.
That A2.
That's correct.
What I want to say something, I know Councilwoman Giglio's worked hard on this, and it's something that needs to be done. This is an unfunded mandate, and what's happened is the state has pushed these stormwater pollution prevention inspections down to the town of Riverhead. That necessitated us to hire a third engineer at a cost well in excess of $100,000, probably more with benefits and everything else, $125,000, $130,000. And the town can't afford to do that. When one of the town engineers left, we eliminated that position. The state, the only way for the town to do this now, because we don't have the staff and we can't maintain the staff, is to use outside consultants. So unfortunately, it's running downhill from the state DEC to the town of Riverhead to the applicant. So now the cost of the inspections, the cost of this, everything is going to be squarely put on the applicant. Personally, I just view it as another tax on an applicant, but it's nothing that we can do. It's cheaper to do it this way for the town than to add another salary or third engineer back into the budget. And so when everybody talks about the tax cap, we've been very, very good in not raising every fee under the sun, and I think a lot of towns are going to be stuck in that position very shortly because of the tax cap. But this is one of those things where we didn't raise the fees per se, we just passed the entire cost down to the applicants so that you, if you are proposing some sort of project, whether it's a subdivision or a site plan, you're going to pay the entire cost. And so it's not something I want to do, but it is something that is being mandated by the state. All right. Anybody else want to be heard on this? Not seeing anybody, we will close the public comment portion of this and leave it open for written comment.
Mr. Supervisor, if I could just address something. Mr. Wooden, I did review it again, and I originally agree with what I had said about the correction.
Okay.
But if you note on page 2,
Right.
there still will be a subsection 2. It's now going to have additional lettering A, small b, small c. So in fact, there still will be a 2, and that is the section that relates to the outside consultant fees with the maximum hourly rates.
Okay, so 2 would just start with this small a.
That's correct. So it is correct in the present form.
Okay. That being said, we'll leave it open, close the public comment portion, leave it open for written comment until October 12th in the town clerk's office. And Dan, since you're working on this, just check Monday on the 14th to see 15th to see whether anybody made comments.
That's fine.
Okay.
I will do so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now what we will do is hear comments on resolutions. Jeff, I'm going to multitask.
Resolution 779. The notice of public hearing, can I suggest that you include the current salaries so that the public knows whether the salaries are going up or not?
Okay. Come on up, Jeff. Don't be a shy.
784. I guess the question is, does the town recover the legal fees if the town wins the appeal?
Which one are you talking about?
784.
784.
This guy's appealing to the United States Court of Appeals.
The answer is no.
Can we sue for the legal fees?
Well,
Well, I mean, it's ridiculous.
On this one, I'm not even sure it's gonna go forward. He's brought a lawsuit in the Eastern District, and he's also brought one in the Northern District. I'm not admitted into the appellate court for the federal court, and that's something I'm gonna talk to the board maybe about allowing me to get admitted.
Oh, okay.
This is in the federal court. I am admitted to practice in the Eastern District, but not in the appellate court.
Me neither.
So that's something I think I gotta look into, because this is really just a matter of filing a notice of appearance. And speaking with the court, this appeal may not even move forward, but they were looking for someone who is admitted into that court to appear and file a notice of appearance.
Okay, thank you. 787. the now therefore, just add the letter R in the video recoding. The third line down.
No, it's recoding.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
Thank you. Okay.
Anybody else wish to be heard? Hold on a second.
Sure.
Go to listen to this, 'cause okay. Okay, so we'll just read them into the record. Okay. Show that to Bob so he can read them into the record, and then we'll do it that way. Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Jen Hartnagel, Group for the East End, but I just wanted to read a letter from Sid Bale. He couldn't be here today. He said, Dear Supervisor Walter and Town Board members, the Wading River Civic Association supports changing the business CR zoning on the 5 parcels on the north side of Route 25A to multifamily professional office. We further urge you to adopt proposals for buffering residential properties along the Route 25A corridor study area with evergreens. We also support the proposition that the town of Riverhead will continue to study changes to the zoning on the parcels along the south side of Route 25A in the Wading River Corridor study area. We look forward to working with you on these issues. And I just want to add that on behalf of the Group for the East End, we also support everything that Sid has just said here. Thank you.
Very much. Appreciate it.
Ooh, I actually got to put it up. It's nice for a change. What? Yeah, I think I'd get used to this thing.
Where the new microphones for hopefully will be, you know those buttons on the top of the table there? We'll have them here with mute buttons, and we're going to have one of those little button microphones up there so nobody has to touch
So you
it.
can mute us? No, I'm joking.
We won't be able to. Yes, I will. You weren't here, but you remember. Do you remember who here remembers Eddie Denseski's red light system? That didn't go over very long. Only you and I would remember that probably. Go ahead.
Dominique Mendez, Riverhead Neighborhood Preservation Coalition, and Wading River resident. Like Sid and the Wading River Civic, I and the RMPC also support the rezoning of 5 parcels on the north side of 25A. By rezoning these parcels, especially 2 key ones, from BCR to MRP, you apply a zone that will impact the community less. While both allow professional offices, the MRP zoning basically replaces the potential for more stores, restaurants, and banks with the potential for multifamily homes. Any homes or offices built on land zoned MRP would be set back twice as far as stores in the BCR zone, would have a dramatically smaller impact on traffic, and are not likely to decimate our local businesses. Those are all good things. And although this board has seemingly decided to allow other types of dwellings besides owner-occupied condos, a change that no one publicly advocated for except the supervisor, and a change that organizations working on behalf of the public, including the RNPC, has consistently opposed, the net effect of the changes you are about to make will have a positive effect on the future of Wading River. Thus, I urge the town to pass this legislation. Of course, I must note that you're leaving over 200,000 square feet of potential for retail that could still result in horrendous traffic, a plethora of out-of-business signs, and the Brookhavenization of Wading River. The truth is, what you will do today, if you choose to do it, will help a bit, but not nearly enough to ensure Wading River doesn't evolve into some typical over-retail Long Island town, the type of place so many of us moved away from. That's why I commend this board for continuing to consider additional zoning changes. I urge you to take a hard look at modifying more zoning on the south and west sides of 25A, and not to merely give developers more uses via a special permit or overlay zone, for that would leave the future of Wading River in the hands of a few property owners. The courageous thing would be to continue to do what is best for the community on the whole. The community has a vision for Wading River, and it's not to inherit all the problems of those towns to our west. I urge this board, as I and others have been doing for over a year, to have the courage to rezone more parcels in a way that minimizes traffic, aesthetic, and environmental impacts. Still, there's one more thing to be addressed. I have to admit, it's kind of astounding to me that this board has not yet agreed to a code change to require evergreen buffers to screen new multifamily residential from 25A and vice versa. And in all fairness, two of you, both Jody and Jim Wooten, have recently made it clear that you do support this code change, but it takes 3 votes to get anything done. The inability to reach consensus on this issue in over 6 months, something that provides such clear and obvious benefits to future residents and the general public, boggles the mind. But I got to say, I'm at least grateful that you're kicking the can down the road and not merely rejecting this code change, and you're supposedly going to still continue to look at this. You indicated during the last work session that the Code Revision Committee was going to look into this, Jody?
Yes.
Is that going to be on the next meeting next week, or?
Yes, next Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
Okay, great. Would I be able to have a conversation with you before then, and then maybe attend that meeting also and participate?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
I don't think anybody on the board is opposed to evergreen buffering multifamily. I think that's a good thing, so I don't think you're going to have a problem with that.
I hope not. Yeah, but it's kind of perplexing that it wasn't in here in the first place, that you haven't been able to reach consensus. But at least if you're going to move now, better late than never, right? So.
If it had been in the public hearings and had been part of the process before, I think this board would be in a position to adopt it now. They wanted to take action rather than have a question as to whether it was a substantive change. So rather than have that issue out there, they're adopting it the way it is and bringing it back to code
Right.
revision. That's the reason
Yeah,
why.
it wasn't the first time I heard about the public hearing. I tracked it back to 6 months ago. It's the first time that I mentioned it, and it's been something consistent. So, but again, better late than never, and I'll reach out to you. Thank you, Jody.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Good afternoon, Steve Romano, Riverhead. Is the town going to entertain budget questions, or would that be more appropriate at the public hearing?
At the public hearing.
Thank you.
Okay, nobody else, not seeing anybody else. Can we get, all right, Bob, you got to walk us through this. Let's untable these resolutions. Well, they're, do them now. Yeah, let's do the tabled resolutions, right here. And they're chronologically ahead of these other ones, so I don't have questions that you guys have.
Yeah, we don't.
Or they're gonna read them.
One copy above us.
You know what, Evelyn, what's the difference? I was gonna untable the 4 resolutions, and then
we untable resolution 756 through
60.
760.
And seconded.
moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes,
Resolutions 756 through 760 are untabled.
okay. Which one do we have to modify?
757.
757, all right, so and 756 is okay to move the way it is?
Yes.
So let's, I offer the following resolution. Determines the environmental significance of proposed zoning amendments, an amendment to the Town of Riverhead Comprehensive Plan applicable to the Wading River Route 25A corridor. So moved.
And seconded.
That's funny. I don't know how I wound up in here and Dunleavy wound up in here. Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 756 is adopted. Resolution, you're going to do the rest of the adoption?
Well, let's
No,
do
we have to
do
do
it in order.
757, we're gonna
757
call
because
it an
that's
amendment.
comp plan and it has to proceed or
Okay.
come before the other resolution.
So I'm gonna call this one, and then I'm going to call that it be amended. Do you wanna do the amendment first?
Well, we should move it second, then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
All right, so, I offer the following resolution, adoption of an amendment to the Town of Riverhead Comprehensive Plan applicable to the Wading River Route 25A corridor study. Dunleavy's not here.
Second.
moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Now we're gonna have a motion to
Oh,
amend.
Okay.
So we'll wait for the
So there's gonna need to be a further motion to
Okay.
amend, but I'll read the amendment, so that the board understands what's being done, and I can hand up the highlighted portion.
Okay.
If you look at your resolution 757, between the third and fourth whereas, we will add an additional paragraph, which will read, whereas at the public hearing, numerous concerns were expressed concerning some of the recommendations of the draft plan, including the need for multifamily housing, comma, the need for more open space preservation, and amount of potential retail development that could be developed along the Route 25A corridor, comma, and. So that would be the paragraph. Now, I don't know if there was a resolution that was delivered
Was
that
it
was
a
gonna come off.
reduction in the,
Well, it was just leaving open. I'm sorry, say that again?
It was just going to refer to the properties on the north side, correct?
that's not what the question is. Read that paragraph again, Becky.
Sure. Whereas at the public hearing, numerous concerns were expressed concerning some of the recommendations of the draft plan, including the need for multifamily housing, comma, the need for more open space preservation, and amount of potential retail development that could be developed along the Route 25A corridor.
Okay, I'm all right with it. You didn't read it dramatically, I need it a little more dramatic.
Oh, you want me to read? Well, I'm.
No, that's good.
You want me to read with a little flair?
No, let's read the next one.
Whereas.
What's the next one? So that's gonna go
So
in there.
that's going
I'm
to be
okay with
between
that.
the third and fourth whereas, so that will become the new fourth whereas.
Okay.
And the current
Okay.
fourth whereas will become the fifth.
Okay. And what's the next one we're adding to that?
The next one would add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll add a new whereas, which would be inserted between the carryover paragraph from the first page to the second page. So it would precede, so there would be a new whereas that would come before the first whereas on page 2, beginning with whereas on September 5, 2012.
Got it.
So there's going to be a new whereas being inserted in that before that, which will read as follows. Whereas the proposed action involves the adoption of an update to the Town of Riverhead 2003 comprehensive plan, with a focus on Route 25A and Wading River in order to help guide future development along Route 25A and Wading River, so that it allows for orderly growth and development while balancing conservation and preserving and enhancing the community character of the study area.
Okay, that's all right with me. Is that all right with the board? Good?
Good verbiage.
All right, what
Okay.
else you got? One more, right?
The last one would be, would add a new resolved, which would become the second resolved, and therefore would be inserted before the, be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized.
Okay.
So this one would read as follows. Be it further resolved that based on the comments and concerns raised by the public and the analysis contained in the Route 25A Wading River Planning and Zoning Report, comma, the town board directs the planning department to further evaluate the land use analyses contained in the consultant's plan of the property south of and adjacent to Route 25A from Sound Avenue extending to the town of Brookhaven.
Okay,
And that's the three changes.
I'm okay with that.
And if the board wants to quickly glance, I highlighted those in this
All right.
document. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to offer Resolution 757 as amended.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 757 is adopted. We move to 758.
I offer the following resolution, adopts the amendment of the zoning use district map of the town of Riverhead to provide for multifamily residential zoning use district to the exclusion of the existing business CR zoning district. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 758 is adopted. Resolution 759.
Adopts a local law amending Chapter 108 entitled Zoning of the Riverhead Town Code, Business CR Zoning Use District, Rural Country Neighborhood. So moved. Neighborhood Business. So moved.
And
Okay, who was it?
your turn.
George seconded.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 759 is adopted. Resolution 760.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 108 of the Town Code of the Town of Riverhead entitled Zoning, Article, all right, you're gonna have to count that, Multifamily Residential Professional Office Use, 34. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 760 is adopted.
All right,
Now,
we're done.
done with that.
There's Pete. Pete here, he's probably outside
The
stalling.
lawsuit's probably on its way.
That's where he makes his money.
Okay,
Move to CDA.
CDA, Chris, can I get a motion, can I get a motion to, close the town board meeting and open the community development agency meeting?
I'll make a motion that we close the town board meeting and open as the community development agency. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
This opens the Community Development Agency meeting. Resolution number 14 authorizes the chairman to execute a license agreement with CSC Holdings LLC.
So moved. And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The resolution is therefore duly adopted, and that completes the business of the CDA.
Thank you, Chris. Can I get a motion to close this CDA meeting and reopen the town board meeting?
So moved. I'd like to close the CDA and reopen the town board. And
Yes.
seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Town board meeting is reopened.
Okay.
And resolution 764.
2011 Jamesport Boardwalk Capital Improvement Project Budget Adoption. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 765.
Closure of account in Capital One. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 766.
Riverhead Sewer Rehabilitation Budget Adoption. So moved. And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 767.
Authorize release of water project funds, extension 89, Peconic River Sportsman's Club, U.S. Navy. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 768.
Water District Route 105 Transmission Budget Adjustment. So moved.
And second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 769.
This authorizes court recall for a retired police detective. So moved. And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 770.
Ratifies the appointment of an automotive equipment operator to the Highway Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
This is replacing a person that has either retired or left the town. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 771.
Ratifies the appointment of an automotive equipment operator to the Highway Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
This is the same situation where we're replacing somebody. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 772.
Same thing. Ratifies the appointment of automotive equipment operator to the Highway Department. So moved. And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 773.
Classifies action on special permit of Philip Swakevich and calls public hearing. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 774.
Appoints a call-in recreation aide volleyball attendant to the recreation department. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 775.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post a public notice to consider expenditure of community preservation funds in the amount not to exceed $900,000 for costs and expenses related to and necessary to create an open space preserve. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
This has to do with the buying up of the properties on Horton Avenue to which the town was given money to create a park. So I will vote yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
I think it's just a big open space.
To,
Yes.
Walter.
yes, it's to purchase some money, it's our match to purchase the houses, to knock them down, to create an open space wetland. So you're both right,
Yeah.
but it's a wetland.
Resolution
Will be a
adopted.
wetland.
There'll be no turkey hunting.
Resolution 776.
Appoints a call-in park attendant 2 to the recreation department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 777.
Appoints a call-in park attendant 2 to the recreation department. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 778.
Appoints a call-in park attendant to the recreation department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 779.
Authorize town clerk to publish and post notice of public hearing to consider the adoption of the 2013 preliminary annual budget for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes for the public hearing.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 780.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post a public notice to consider a local law to amend Chapter 37 entitled Retirement of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 781.
This adopts a local law amending chapter 26 entitled Officers and Employees of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 782.
Adopts local law to amend chapter 101 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Riverhead Town Code. That's 101-4. That's one-way streets. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 783.
Appoints Bracken, Margolin, Bisander, LLP as special counsel to the Board of Assessment Review. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Thought there was gonna have a cap on this. No?
They're an independent board. This is the attorneys they wanted. It's not a big project, so.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 784.
Appoints Sinrag, Kazakov, and Messina LLP as special counsel in the matter of Rudd Rosman versus Alan M. Smith et al. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 785.
Authorize supervisor to execute agreement with Riverhead Soccer Club for training and referee services for the town of Riverhead Police Athletic League Girls and Boys Soccer Program for 2012 calendar year. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 786.
Approves the Chapter 90 application of Abate of New York, Long Island, Chapter St. Mary's Food and Toy Run, November 4th, 2012. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 787.
This ratifies an agreement with Robert W. Johnson for dog adoption video recording. So moved.
Let's make sure we put the R in recording.
So noted.
George,
And seconded.
moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 788.
This one comes up every,
Every week.
every week.
Apparently we can't get these.
Does anybody want calcium? Rejects bid and authorize town clerk to republish and repost notice to bidders for calcium hypochlorite tablets. So moved.
And seconded.
We should advertise this someplace else, maybe that's what the problem is. Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Diane, can you put this in, I mean, maybe we need a bigger distribution area than Riverhead. Can we put this, we didn't amend it, but maybe in another paper?
We passed a resolution earlier on that you can't occasionally.
Yeah, I think we should put this in another paper.
All right.
Larger paper, you know,
I'll talk to
maybe
Terry.
Thursday or something,
Okay.
something. Because we just keep not getting bids.
I can do it. Resolution 789.
Resolution to authorize the Cornell Cooperative Extension to locate eco counters at various locations within the town of Riverhead. So moved. This is a small device that Cornell Cooperative wants to put on the community gardens so that they can see the number of people that walk and travel by bike between the community garden and the new playground. And then also over at EPCAL at the bike path and at the dog park, so that we can find out the number of people that are actually visiting these facilities.
Wow.
Yes, and they
At
purchased it.
Stotsky Park.
So,
third location,
and at
yeah.
Stotsky Park also.
Sounds like the man watching you.
Well, it
Well,
doesn't,
they want to justify that their expenditures
I
are being
understand.
utilized.
Counts
That's
as
trends. I understand.
Counts.
absolutely,
Okay.
so,
Move this in.
Moved and seconded, vote please. You seconded it?
Yeah, I second it.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution
Maybe
790.
we should just have like our easy pass in our pockets so
Yeah.
everybody can count it right as we move along.
Motion to pay bills. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Okay, we have two coming off
Are these all
On the floor, they are.
an award bid for food and awards bid for janitorial supplies. Can we get a motion to move 791, awards bid for food, and 792, awards bid for janitorial supplies off the floor?
So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please, as to taking them off the floor.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 791 and 792 are taken off the floor. Call them individually. 791.
Awards bid for food. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 792.
Awards bid for janitorial supplies. So moved.
Second.
Excuse me, moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Okay, that concludes the resolutions. Now we take public comment on any subject that you'd like to discuss. Hopefully, we can help you.
Sal Mastropolo, Calverton. Quick question. What's the latest status of the ball fields? Are they going to be finished before the winter?
Yes. They've actually got a schedule, so I've got my office. If you wait after the meeting, I give you a copy of it.
We're
The
gonna have-
dugout's about finished. All we have left is some line fencing, and a couple details work. And it's Land Tech has put a date, final finish date was November like 11th, 12th.
We're gonna have a Thanksgiving bowl there,
Yeah.
baseball game.
Okay.
The,
Thank you.
Snowflake ball.
So they're going to schedule them for the spring?
Yes.
Yes, oh yeah. No, I just sat down with the Tony Samatano from the Riverhead Little League, and he's working on a schedule to go in there. So
Thank you.
everyone's satisfied. Yep.
Okay, is there anything else, anybody else wish to be heard on? No, not seeing anybody. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
All in favor? Aye. All right, thank you, folks.